would you describe the time that you've spent at this school?
Well, in one word, I would say wonderful, but in a lot of words, I would say that the time I spent here was the most precious time of my life because I really learned a lot of things and I had very funny time with my friends and on lessons too, so it was great.
The time that I spent here was amazing. I got new friends, and every day when I come here, I have a smile on my face.
I've been here 6 years because 1 year was homeschool and I really loved it and it was very amazing. It was a wonderful experience and I think that I would come here very more often. Like now I could be at home right now, but I'd rather be at school because it's so much fun.
I've got lots of friends here and every day is fun.
Like a walk through Pink Garden because sometimes it's easy, but sometimes it's more hard, but it's always fun.
I learned a lot of English and I like this school.
I would describe it as a very interesting and amazing time. I gained a lot of experience and fun memories.
Now that we know what our students think, let's ask our teachers.
Do you think our school encourages students to be creative and think logically?
Absolutely. I think setting practical topics, setting realistic tasks which make students to personalize with the topics makes the most out of this encouragement. Creativity is maintained through maybe giving positive feedback throughout the process, and also that the role of the teacher is not to dominate but to facilitate the students. So in many ways I would say that creates a great environment for the students to be encouraged and be creative.
Okay, so the ways in which the school encourages you to be creative is definitely in things like what you're doing now, filming and asking questions to teachers. I think it's definitely creative, and I think school is getting more and more creative where you're asked to do projects and to work in groups and pairs to find solutions in your work. So I think that's definitely a new thing which is creative and is becoming more and more in our school and probably in other schools as well. And I think logical thinking as well, I think you're given in subjects like maths, tasks where you have to think for yourself, where you have to think logically to come to an answer. So I think teachers try really hard to do that. It's not always easy, but I think it's becoming more and more in this school.
Rozvoj kreativity a logického myslenia pokladám vo vyučovacom procese za úplne prvoradú vec. A vlastne celý môj vyučovací proces od 1. po 4. ročník je zameraný tak, aby vo 4. ročníku, ako mám teraz žiakov, ktorí vystupujú z 1. stupňa na 2., pracovali samostatne. Celý vyučovací proces, aby bol zameraný tak, že už učia oni skôr mňa ako ja ich a ja som len ich usmerňovateľ. Všetko toto podporujeme tvorbou vlastných projektov, prezentácií, čo sa nám osvedčilo hlavne teraz práve v tom dištančnom vzdelávaní.
What is the biggest advantage of our school?
Well, from my perspective as an English teacher, I think that English is the biggest advantage of the school because we have 3 native lectors at the moment who go into classes. We have English in so many different lessons. And also the great thing is that many normal class teachers have excellent English. It means that if you want to learn English, then this is a great school, and I think it has lots of advantages over the other schools.
The biggest advantage is probably the language. Kids learn English, so it's the clear method which you learn subject through this other language, which is English. So yeah, English definitely, and Another advantages I have mentioned, or it has been mentioned before probably, that it is the environment that kids can work together, they can get used to working together in groups, making decisions together, and making all this process of learning more approachable and more funny.
Najväčšia výhoda, čo som sa aj detí pýtala v našej škole, ako sa tu cítia, čo tu pokladajú za také najdôležitejšie, čo pre nich veľa znamená, je hlavne práve ten anglický jazyk a vyučovanie za pomoci lektorov, ktorí chodia na vyučovanie. V tomto je určite veľmi významná pomoc, hlavne Petra Sweeneyho, ktorý na prvom stupni odviedol kus veľmi dobrej práce. A či spĺňa požiadavky. Aj na to som sa pýtala mojich žiakov a povedali, asi jediná odpoveď za to je, že by školu nemenili, aj keď idú na druhý stupeň, chcú tu ostať a sú tu šťastní.
How does our school serve the needs of its students?
I think that mostly it covers most of the needs of the students. In case they need some technical support for their projects or learning, they get it. School is willing to buy things, to go out to outings, to go and travel abroad. We've done several trips abroad. So in most of the ways, the school offers that environment that supports the needs, and I think that we can see that after many years we meet our students, they still say hello to us as a former teachers, and so yeah, basically I think it's mostly covered well.
I think our school definitely serves the needs of its students. I think that we try to help students in as many different ways as possible, with schoolwork and with emotional life and growing up. I think during the coronavirus we saw that we did lots of online lessons and worked quite well even though we couldn't be together. So I think we serve the needs of people in that way the best we possibly can, but of course no school's perfect.
You've hopefully learned something new about our school.
Thanks for watching and see you later.